Hello guys, how are you on this, what is it, a Monday? It's a Monday. I hope you're doing okay. I have been running around the farm here, just sorting, oh, I got something to harvest, just sorting a few bits and pieces, the sort of, the tidying up that will be required to actually be able to call this farm done someday. Level 228, 250 is the maximum as far as I know. I was wrong about the warehouse. So I'm keeping I'm not determining that this is absolutely correct. I'm pretty sure it is. I'm like almost certain it is, but I'm not positive it is. At any rate, just been tidying up a few things, adding a few things like the reeds here and there. I've been following the train track and realizing that I've screwed myself up in a couple of places, as I do. The mushroom shop, I should have put another one of these down, quite frankly. I had one here, I just sort of moved it back, made sure we had a fuel tank here for anybody that might ever use this way shrine, and just fancy the place up with some flowers. That's all I've done here, and I'm thinking now I should have probably taken some of these out and put up a second mushroom shop, but just for the extra storage. I don't know that I'll ever need it, but there it is. I have this place open, and I've got the flowering trees here. I was going to do another little mini farm thing, but things were just starting to feel very crowded back in this corner. So I've left this green space open here in front of us. Just left it a bit of a quiet, just a place to kind of rest your eyes a little bit. And since the train will be going down through here, I just thought, well, you know what, we'll just make something pretty to look at as we go flying by. It'll be lit up at night, of course, so that should be kind of fun. Not really, if the train can't go that way without some major alterations, well, yeah, I can't go that way. So this train will be turning in that direction. I know this now. I kind of boxed myself in back there a little bit. I mean, not terribly. It'll be okay. I did make some changes to the Carney place, the place for travelers. Carnies and travelers are not the same things. I realize that, but people who travel is all I'm meaning in this particular sense. I moved it back one. I had let me just crawl over these people's lunch with my tractor. It's fine. I'm sure they won't mind. I had the things right up along here, and I realized I needed a road to come out of here because we do have this. This is a bit of this connects to a major road over here, and I wanted this to actually go through because we do have a big train station here. So I moved everything back by one and actually changed the dimensions. I put the fencing up, tucked around back here. Honestly, I did all of this stuff without recording it to share with you guys because I'm just not feeling well. I've been sitting here all morning. I was sick all night, like really just violently ill all night, and I've been sitting here this morning just trying to do something, puttering, and these little bits I'm showing you has been like a 4-hour job. Oh my goodness. Anyway, oh. So anyhow, I've moved these dimensions back because we had a green gap here beside the photographic place. I just put in a bit of forest, added an extra outhouse. Now, I don't know if you guys noticed or not. Nobody commented on it, but I had put up chicken coops instead of toilets. That's the kind of week I've had, okay? It's like, I need to use the washroom. I'll just go with the chickens. I don't know. It's been there. Yeah. Anyway. So I just shuffled a few things around here to make it fit the new space. And I gave them a parking area back here. They can walk, they can get their trailers in and then put their vehicles for towing back here and just walk across the bridge. And yeah, that seemed like a better choice to me anyway. I've got a few of these great big open spaces, and I am so torn between let's just add more orange daisies, which I may do, They just bring in the money so well, and I've got so much that more I'm going to need to level things. But, and then these were the housing and things left over from the nut farm that I removed. And I decided, I had put in that nut place over there. Did I show you the nut place? Oh my God, I'm sorry, I'm fried. I'm just not well. Did I even show you? This was the nut place. Did I show you that? I showed you this one. I honestly can't remember. I'm almost delirious. I'm quite ill. Anyway, I just put this here. We've just got I put the 3 nut things in for more storage. Just kept, again, some quiet space. My eyes need a place to rest sometime. We know the train will be coming up along behind here, so we'll get to see that. And I thought, the pink and yellow, it's kind of soft and pleasant, and I enjoyed how it made me feel, so I left that. Whether or not the train goes in front and in back remains to be seen. Probably at this point, I'm not really sure how this is going to work just yet, guys. It's possible the train, I might move that one back. The train may end up coming up right here alongside these flowers, actually. There may be a time where it goes behind for a while and then comes forward again. Absolutely a possibility. So I just made, there was an odd-shaped hill. It wasn't going to do a lot for me. I could have, clumped a bunch of barns on it, but I just thought, I don't want to do that again. The barns that I had blocking the track over here behind the carnival last time, actually behind the beer garden, I just lined them up along here. I did have this space, and I thought there's not really anything in it. There may be a train track coming along here, mind you, but that's okay. It can take a bit of a turn at this point and come up behind the barns. That'll be fine too. So I just put, I had the 2 houses. I had this stuff already, so I had some of it. So I just placed it on this weirdly shaped thing, and I thought, I checked the items, and I just found something I hadn't used yet, which was the loom, and I thought, well, that'd be fun. It'll give me a little bit of extra storage for that. So I just put a couple of looms down. These guys are obviously into, like crafted sweaters or something. Sure. And they sell them in the village at the little fabric shop there. I'll bet you that's the thing. And they have the one little weird colored sheep because everybody needs a pet, right? It's a thing. Totally, absolutely. That's just, it just filled up the space. I got to put in one more barn and another cereal storage, and then more storage for a bit of fabric. Nothing fabulous, just filled up a weird and uncomfortable little gap in things, which allowed me to clean up this whole area. That felt pretty good. Actually, this tree is a leftover from the mushroom farm, or the nut farm. That's what it was. So we do have a road that comes through the forest there, and that's all well and good. I've got the hedges up around the train, which I sat here semi-comatose writing back and forth 3 times. The train that just goes through the carnival area here, the county fairgrounds. Yeah. And it works well. It's quite slow, which is, I suppose, what you'd want, right? You want people to have a chance to see things, to decide where else they're going to spend their money, to entice you into, sailing through history or visiting Treasure Island. And then you see the animals and go, oh my God, I need to do that too. And then it just takes a turnaround and just takes you right back the other way. So you can see the things you missed going in the other direction, right? So that I wrote it back and forth a few times. It was quite fun. I like trains. I like trains in all their incarnations, from little things and toys to train sets in the house. I would love to have a room that was just nothing but train sets and the settings for them, where I could build little houses and put in trees and little farms in the countryside and build mountains out of paper mache and whatever. I would just love it. And I love riding trains. Just get me on a train and I'm just a happy camper. I think they're wonderful things. I have a good time. Oh my goodness. So anyway, I've just been cleaning up. I've got so much. Every time I wander around, I run into 1,000 things that I haven't done yet. And it's a little disconcerting sometimes. I keep thinking I'm almost there, and then I go, yeah, you're not even. You are just not even. I only needed 80 of these, and I put in, well, you know what? I've been wanting to level these anyway, because these actually pay pretty well once they're leveled. They do not bad. We have a look at this. We're paying 8. I mean, even at level 16, you're doubling your money on these things. That's pretty decent. And it just occurred to me, I've always used the Swiss shard. Probably simply because I discovered it first. You know, it was like early days, and I went, oh, that's leveling quite well. It's going to pay a lot, and I've just gone with them. They've been my little favorite thing. But these look like they could be pretty well paying. As you know, this looks pretty good. Actually, let's check this out. With the shard, I'm paying 12. Now I'm at 100. You know, we're getting what, three times the, we're getting close to 3 at 150. These are doubled at 17. You know, you're paying 12, you're only paying 8 for these. You know what, I don't know. I'd have to sit and try to do some math, which I'm incapable of today, let me tell you that much. And or I thought, you know what, I can just start leveling the suckers. If I get them both to 250, we will know beyond a shadow of a doubt exactly what pays best. True? Absolutely is true. So I'm just going to be planting a whole bunch of these for a while and see if we can get these suckers leveled up. Now, right now, they're only making me, you know, the 7,000 or so, which is a whole lot less than this with planting these. Oh, they're gone. Okay, it's not summer anymore. Where did they go? So, yeah, so these are, you know, making me a lot more per click at this point in time, and they're faster. So when, you know, like I said, I put the mods in usually when I'm just recording and doing things. But I don't know. I think I have the mod on. Yes, I have the mod on at this point. The game's actually been running since yesterday. I went to bed right after the stream yesterday. I was done in. I just didn't feel well, and I turned on the game and turned on the mod in case people drop by, and it's been running ever since. There you go. So the mod is on. Good stuff. So I've just been making some changes. I'm sorry I didn't share. I feel like a bad person somehow. But their goats are doing well. We got this weird little farm over here. Now I forgot to even harvest these last week. And the others are due tomorrow, I think. So I will just do them all at the same time. Unless somebody else shows up and does them. But I'm just going to leave them so they can all be done at one time. That seems easiest. I know we're going to need, we got a road going through part of this. That's good. The campground is fine. I'm pretty happy with that. It's good. I've got this island over here, however. I keep wanting to do something with this island. And it feels like it needs to be something special. It's one of my favorite little spots in the game. That little island right there. I love this map. I think that's just it's like Toots Adorbs, right? I quite like it. I think it's pretty cool. And I wish I could have more farmhands, because if I could have more farmhands, I would turn this big empty area here into a horse farm and make that into a jump course. You know what? I could do the freaking jump course anyway, can I? I absolutely can. We don't have to keep horses here to have it. It could be a facility for an event. I could put stables down, and you know what? We're going to make this into a jumping course. Unless I think of something else between now and the next recording, this will be a jump course, which I will have a lot of fun building. Woo, you know it. Oh God, yeah. Good times. Absolutely. I've been adding a few trees here and there that look like, you know, oh, well, that's completely empty. Would it actually look like that? You know, I've just been trying to wander through a lot this morning for hours and hours. Oh, these are all ready to harvest again. That's a good thing. Well, you know what? Before I forget, I mean, these pay pretty well. The white ones are coming along nice. We're getting 100,000 now at 65. That's not horrid. It is not horrible at all. So yeah, getting down to the wire. Now, I think it was Critter you were saying that, that they're not developing this game at all anymore. They're not adding any new items, and it had something to do with being, I don't remember what you said, that it was, or I know what I think I remember, but today I'm not trusting my ability to function, I'll be honest. That they had built this for a different platform, and that had limits, and then they transported it to PC or something, and as a result they would have to redo the game to be able to add anything, and they're just apparently not going to bother doing that. I should check. I should actually write to them or something and see if they're one of those lovely companies that actually pay attention to their customers and answer things on occasion. Or check things like Facebook pages, Twitter pages. Anybody else completely and utterly disconcerted if you go to a gaming, somebody's trying to sell you a game or get you to promote their game or offering you keys or saying we want you to be part of blah 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 blah. And then you go to their sites, you go to the actual company places, and you realize they haven't done anything in 2 years. The last post was years ago, and it's like, wow. So I don't know. It's like walking up to, trying to call a company for a service they want to sell you and finding out their phone's out of order. It's like, wow, did they not pay their bills or something? Like all these weird things go through your head, and that, I don't know. It's been kind of weird for me. This has come up a few times lately. That's why it's in my head. But yeah, I should write to this company and just ask them, like, is there a plan to add anything to this to make changes going forward? Or have we reached a point that someday you're just done and there's, how many farms do I have? 5, 6 farms? Now, they're not all, high levels or anything, but you start feeling like, what are you going to do now? I mean, there's just no place left to go, right? There's other maps you could try, and I believe I have at least 1 farm on each of them. And it's too bad. I would like, at least just new items. You don't have to change the way the game functions or anything else like that. But could there be new decorative items, new trees that you could acquire? I don't even need new plants. I'm getting to know these pretty well, and it feels good. I don't need new plants. I'm happy. I can harvest. I can do what I need to make the game function. But it would be nice to have some new decorative things, something you could, a bit of a challenge. Now, there will be things for me this year because I've missed at least a couple, I think, of the events over the course of last year. So, I'm hoping I did. I'm counting on it. I'm counting on having missed things. Oh my goodness. Absolutely. So I can have 1 or 2, and I hope, whatever shows up is something that's like, oh, thank goodness, I've been wanting something like that. That would be awesome. It would actually be that would make me really happy. Oh, there's something there I could go harvest, I suppose. Do changes. So yeah, we get these little farmy areas all over. That's good. I still like that little barn village. I don't know why, but that just makes me happy. It feels like a little rural cityscape. If that makes no sense, right? A rural cityscape, but that's what it feels like, and I'm delighted. I just, every time I go by it, I kind of grin. It's like, yeah, that made this. I don't know. I like it. So lots to plan yet. Just the logistics of the train ride, and that's always been the kind of ultimate thing in my head of where we're going with this place. This farm, I'm certain. This hill, I'm positive these guys will probably just get removed. I really don't see me leaving this in place for long. It doesn't fit for me somehow. And they really don't, they don't give enough 6 diamonds to come over here and feed these guys on a regular basis. And they're all mixed up. I could tidy them up, but they're all mixed because they've moved them. So you're only getting a few at a time. And yeah, I'm not sure about this. I don't know what to do with it, but I'm pretty certain it's not going to be remaining. It's a very odd-shaped hill. There's not a lot I can do with it, unless I take my little barn village over there and just extend it along here too. I mean, I guess that's the thing. You can always use the storage, right? There's always, when you just don't feel like having to sell down things. It's like late at night. I want to turn the farm on because somebody has told me they were planning on coming by to see what it's looking like these days. And I know that, okay, I'm going to be leaving the thing on. And I check my storage and I realize that if anybody comes in and harvests, they're just going to be wasting resources because I've got no room. And then you've got to stand there and sell off fish for 5 minutes, before you even get to the other things. So more storage is more better. Absolutely. I haven't been harvesting my houses because I've just been, renewing everything that still has a stage on it. So at some point, everything will be done together at the same time. And in that particular point in time, I can have them all ready. I'll go through and do every one of them in a particular order. And from that day on, I will just always go through in that same order and they'll all be ready at the same time. And that sounds like it would be kind of comfortable and easy to do. And just do a great big harvest, at one time. That sounds kind of fab. Or and some visitors come over and do my houses, and this way, if they do, they'll get them all done at one time, which seems like a kindness too. So I'm good with that. You know what? Back here, this is another one of those little spots. I'm really starting to try to notice the details. I'm really watching, every little spot. Like, is that actually what I want there? Is this the proper place? Like these two, I don't know. I don't think they're going to be staying there either. So I will just be looking for a new home for them. And, put up a couple of little bulrushes there. I added this little guy there. This is a school for technology, so why not that too? So I've only got the 2 items in here. So as soon as everything else is done, we can come and do those. That's good. Our College of Science and Technology. You betcha. And actually, speaking of storage, I should probably check and see where that is right now. Yes, long. I just always go for the big ones. It's easier. Pink peppercorns. By the kazoos of them. Okay, so what else do we have? We've got leeks and pink peppercorn that need planting. Oh, my ears are popping. Pink 370. The coil come. These will happen. 170 of those. And the rest is just waiting her out. Alrighty then. I am going to call this done. I just wanted to catch you up on things. I'm sorry I'm not more exciting here this week. It has not been a great week. But I'll get better. Again, it's what you do, right? Oh, take care, guys. I hope you're having a great day. Bye-bye.